Hey yo chat, can we get some love? Can we get some gas in the chat? Mr. Kung Fu Hot Dog coming through.
So ladies and gentlemen, let me take you back to the year 2006. Why? Because a certain program called Bring Back the A-Team with the now disgraced Justin Lee Collins, or the JLC as he used to call himself, featured an interview with the ex-cast members of that great 80s TV show. Most notably, my favourite was Dirk Benedict, who played Faceman Templeton Peck. And this is 2006, and this is what the great Dirk said back then.
How much fun was it being a part of the A-Team?
It was so much fun. It was a guy's show. It was male-driven. It was written by guys. It was directed by guys. Acted by guys. It was about what guys do. We talked the way guys talk. We were the boss. We were the god. We smoked when we wanted. We shot guns when we wanted. We kissed the girls and made them cry when we wanted. It was the last truly masculine show.
Do you think?
I'll go on record as saying that. Yeah, male-driven. It's all the feminization of television is complete. It's all watched by women, it's run by women, written for women. Guys on it talk the way women want guys to talk. They don't talk like guys. It's just this feminist fantasy. So
you think in the A-Team back then, you were all, real guys, it was a real guy show.
It was!
Guns and it was women.
Young kids, young boys liked us. And older girls liked us. Moms liked to watch us. Because we were guys. And women like to watch guys.
And you know what's really sad, folks? That Dirk Benedict, good-looking white man, played those kind of roguish roles that you loved him for, because yeah, funny how you don't see those kind of roles in modern day Hollywood where the white man grabs the girl, kisses her, sleeps with her, makes her cry. But now you can't have that because it's immorally wrong, isn't it? That's why Dirk Benedict spends the rest of his career touring around the world at conventions. Very matter of fact, very funny raconteur. If you haven't seen any of his videos, he's very good with the fans. I would love to go to an event where Dirk is hosting it. When I talk about the Hearsts, of course, I'm speaking about Marvel and the MCU, because just 2 weeks also around the corner, on November the 10th, 2023, the Marvels will be released with yet an all-female cast of insufferable reprobates. All that and more coming up on this episode.
Hello, this is your television speaking. Let's push the button marked idiot and see what comes out.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, let me take you to this article from Bounding Into Comics. Brie Larson reportedly grew disillusioned with the Captain Marvel role and doesn't want to play that part anymore. Can you blame her? You had Infinity War and you had Endgame. In between this morsel of a sandwich, you had Captain Marvel, a film that nobody wanted. A film where Kevin Feige stood on a platform with Brie Larson in a very low-cut dress and Kevin Feige pretending he wasn't staring at her big, bountiful breasts. Is that correct, Mr. Feige? You can't fool me, mate, because if I was there, I would definitely be trying to, eye a handful as opposed to grabbing a handful, because being a man, when you try to execute that type of toxic behavior, where it's going to get you in 2023 and beyond. But of course, I can't blame her for being disillusioned. You had those two great movies, but in between you had the Captain Marvel movie, because at the end of Infinity War, Sam Jackson gets that message to say help is on its way. And you kind of got a little bit of excitement, but then, like me, if you got sucker punched into going to watching Captain Marvel because you saw like a really fake-ass put together trailer that kind of gave you the 90s feels again, but when you watched it you're like, it's like going out on a blind date. When you finally see what she looks like when you turn up, you're looking for the nearest escape route and there's just nowhere to turn and you're forced to go on this awful date. That's what Captain Marvel, the movie, felt like back then.
You're welcome, Judy.
Oh, I'm not Judy, I'm Julie. Judy! Someone to see you. This man says you should take his card.
It was a very underwhelming experience. I didn't even realize that Annette Bening was a gender swap for a well-known character in the comic books. That's how bad it was. And of course, to add insult to injury, right? Her call sign in Captain Marvel is First Avenger, when in the comic books it was Hamburger. So you tell me, folks, what is more egregious? Is it that, or is it just basically saying, well, Captain America is no longer your first Avenger, is actually Carol Danvers, as played by Brie Larson. The fans didn't accept it, I didn't accept it, and it was a complete load of tosh. Yes, the film did make $1 billion worldwide, but again, it's down to sucker punching the public who thought they were in for a lot more than they bargained for. Now, that aside, Brie Larson, what else is she talking about here? Right, so in an interview with The Direct with Joanna Robinson, Brie grew so disillusioned, so butthurt, and she talked about how she was having a conversation with the late Chadwick Boseman and Tom Holland on the set of those movies, and how they were excited for the future of the MCU. But then, of course, you know, after Boseman passed away, and Tom Holland as well, he's taken a bit of a semi-retirement break from acting now, hasn't he? Because he's doing charitable work with his mum, which I think is an admirable cause. And of course, there was that custody battle about Tom Holland being Spider-Man again for a future set of Sony movies, and Marvel trying to negotiate the best possible deal. And to be honest, I think that's why Tom Holland is doing all the charitable work now. But, you know, the other thing I've got to say about this, you know, we've got this Captain Marvel's film, The Marvels, coming out on November the 10th, and the box office projections look absolutely awful. In fact, if I can just find the article here, yeah, because of the poor projections, this is what they're saying, right? So between 50 to 75 million in its first opening domestic weekend. The total costs, the total box office earnings they're predicting for the Marvels, which by the way doesn't just star Brie Larson but Teyonah Parris, who looks really insufferable, and Imelda Vellani, or whatever the fuck her name is now, I don't care anymore, is projected to be around $189 million. This film has already exceeded that budget alone in reshoots, in whatever. They tried to bring back, supposedly, Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark, you know, the one that died 6 feet under, and Chris Evans as Captain America, which means he'll have to go back to the gym again and get roided up just for 5 minutes of screen time. It just isn't going to work, is it, folks? And the reason why I played that great Dirt Benedict clip at the beginning, again, from 2006, Dirt Benedict saw the writing on the wall, or should I say, the woke writing on the wall. The 19 movie reboots you forgot about. The Incredible Shrinking Woman from 1981, I didn't know about this, with Lily Tomlin, which is played for laughs, which I think is what everybody should do. The next Karate Kid with Hilary Swank, unfortunate surname, but a really good actress. I didn't mind it. I thought it was okay, but yes, if you take away Danny LaRusso and you replace him with a chick, people might just not warm to it as much as they wanted to if the main character, the male character, was there. I didn't know about this. American Psycho 2, American Girl. And I can't believe Mila Kunis was in this. It just shocks me. Herbie Fully Loaded. I didn't mind this one too much. I liked Lindsay Lohan back then, or as a nickname in Hollywood circles is, Freebush. You figure that one out amongst yourselves. Queen Latifah, again, it's not bad enough that she destroyed The Equalizer with her big, massive, fat ass, but she was in Last Holiday. It's actually a remake of the British classic from 1950 starring Alec Guinness. So you know what I'm going to be watching. But if you go through this, and of course, Lady Ghostbusters. And wasn't it Leslie Jones who complained that she just got probably $250,000 for her role, where her other female white co-stars got way more? And I didn't know about this. Life of the Party, it must have sank without a trace, like the Titanic, starring, of course, Melissa McCarthy. It's a remake or a slight resemblance to Rodney Dangerfield's Back to School, which is an awesome movie if you've never seen it. So there you have it. Ladies and gentlemen, Ocean's 8 2018. You got a great team of actresses here, but it failed to ignite at the box office. What more can I say? It's just been an absolutely terrible time when it comes to Hollywood being more extra woke. The writer's strike, it seems, hasn't done much in terms of AI is still out there. It's not going anywhere, and I hope it doesn't, because I've had such fun with AI, if you know what I mean. Oh my god. So ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this video today, and if like me, like you want to see more of this content, hit the subscribe button below, smash that like button to tell the algorithm you love me, you truly love me, and I'll catch you, if you are me, on the next video.